Spirited Thief is a turn-based stealth game where you start playing Elaj, the thief, and his ghost sidekick Trin, a scout. This of course before you meet others. For me, it's much more like a puzzle game at its core and a challenging one. Check it out. Spirited Thief is out on the 19th of September as a PC exclusive available on the Steam store, and it is, I believe, the first game to be developed by the studio Koi Snowman Games. It is published by Ishtar Games, a name you've probably already heard on my channel since I've also played The Last Spell a while back from the same publisher. Links to the game are in the description below the video. So what's the gameplay like? It's very straightforward, at least the core loop, because the doing part is nothing quite like it. You are tasked with a series of levels. Every single one of these was manually created, so there aren't any procedural shenanigans here. You spawn at the level always with the same task at hand, stealing loot, gold or valuables. You always have a primary objective, and that's the only one you need to accomplish in order to be able to extract. But there are also many more optional ones, mainly stealing other things from the level. Each level or map is divided into two distinct parts. The first one is the scouting phase. This is when Trin, your friendly ghost, takes over because I don't know if you ever tried, but probably being a spirit helps a lot when you need to go through small windows. Trin has the task of scouting the level, removing the fog of war, finding out where the actual valuables are, and most importantly, a way to get in and then get out. There will be a lot of guards, some sleeping, others patrolling. Trin can also play an extremely important role here, since his abilities kind of enable you to somewhat control their movement. Not totally, but it truly helps the second and final phase. This second phase is where Elaj takes the wheel. Now it's time for you to go in, move past the guards, steal gold from them, steal keys from them, go and press those levers to be able to proceed and ultimately loot that valuable jewel, which is the reason why you're here to begin with. But never get caught. Well, if you do, it's not really a huge problem because the game has a rewind mechanic and you can do your last turn differently. Goes without saying that in order to achieve all of this, your characters also have skills. With the gold you get from the levels, you can buy more from the vendor that is usually at the start of them. It's up to you to choose what available skills you want and are more important for a certain level. After scouting and grabbing what you came for, the only thing left to do in order to finish the level is get to one of the available exit zones, and you're out. Despite having some cool characters and the thieves guilds in the mix, in my opinion the dialogue is a bit bland, shifting the focus from the small story it contains to the actually strategy solving layer. You get to play in different environments, from wealthy castles to dark dungeons and occult lairs. The variety ensures that we will face a diverse range of challenges, from security systems to magical defenses throughout the game. I played using a mouse and keyboard, which for me is the ideal way of playing it, since you have to control the camera a little bit, especially when you're scouting. But it's important to mention that the game does offer full controller support. This is a full release of the game with no early access, and I want to know what you think of what you've just seen about Spirited Thief. Do you fancy tactical stealth games? Leave me a comment below. In case stealth doesn't do it for you, how about some good old dark fantasy survival instead? Check out my video for Gourd. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye!